Hey guys, welcome to a new game called Tunnel Vision. This one here was made for our game jam apparently, so let's go in and see what we gotta do. Note entering passwords codes will require keyboard. Okay, alright. I got one. A friend I hadn't spoken to in months suddenly called and asked to grab my camcorder. Wow, okay. And come to his place as soon as possible. He said it was important, but I couldn't discuss it over the phone. Just as well, since he called around 3 a.m. Okay, I'd probably kill him. What person in their right mind goes to a place at 3 a.m.? I need to find this. I need some better friends. But I just got finished with work, so I've decided to head over now while it's still light enough for my camcorder to get a clear image. Light enough at 3 a.m.? Alright. Sure. Oh, it's a point and click. Ooh, okay. I already took the time to come out here. I should figure out where he is. Yeah. Alright. What do we got over here? A flamingo. I wonder where that flamingo's head is gone. Anyway. Did you take it? Or maybe you bought it like this. Pretty grim looking either way. Oh, yeah. What a weird gnome. I didn't know people even bought these things anymore. Huh? Wait a second. Oh! It's missing the key to the shed. Cool. Good thing I'm nosy and can't help myself but to look around. It's rusted shut. Can't open it. Okay. I thought I could. Oh. Yeah. The curtains are drawn. I can barely make out what's inside. Yeah. All right. Guess we explored everything here. All right. Go in. The key fits. Okay, let's see what's inside. Look, it's a shed with stuff. What has he been doing with all this stuff? Where the hell is he? Good question. Why is there a safe in here? The last missed message is from me. I guess I was the last person to call him. Great. The cops are gonna come to me now. That's just a few days ago. Oh, I'm detecting a hint here. 7 of diamonds, 16. So 7, 16? Oh. Seven, huh. Try. No. Let's just not do this just yet, because I'm not sure. I mean, it would be September, you know. Oh, 08, 1696, but where's the 7 there for? No, okay. Alright. Yeah, let's go this way. Okay, we got another playing card. 5 of hearts. So we got the 7 of diamonds, 5 of hearts. And 3 of clubs. So... oh, here's another one. 9. Maybe I should be writing this down. Okay. So we have the 7 of diamonds. I'm gonna draw a little diamond. 9 of spades. I'm not gonna show you my little spade because I'm pretty sure that looks like crap. But you know, I know what it is. And then yeah, 7 of diamonds. What was it? 5 of hearts. And what was the last one? Well, I guess the third one. 3 of clubs. Okay, so we got 7539, so that's 4 digits. and then 16. So let's try 7, 5, 3, 9, 16. 16. Oh, hold on. 16, 7, 5, 3, 9. Alright. I guess we'll figure that out later. Let's see what's on the computer. Password. The man in my nightmares. Me. No. Man in my nightmares. Ready? No. Okay. Man in my nightmares. How do I get out of here? Oh, okay. Man in my nightmares. What's this? Oh, wait. There's stuff back here. Police earlier this Friday identified the corpse of 2 men who were found within the local subway. Is this the sandwich shop or underground train? Anyway, the cause of death does not seem to be an accident of any kind, but rather a murder. Deliberate jabs with sharp object, leaving deep wounds, well, they'll do it, were found on several body parts, such as the head and upper torso of both men. Police investigators have been searching for area following the results of the autopsy, stating that the punctures are too large and deep to be caused by a knife. I've seen some pretty big freaking knives, I gotta say. 2, okay. An ongoing investigation in last week's double homicide has yet to return up any leads. Patrolmen responded to reports of a vehicle stuck in the Walter Tunnel. The officer's last report to dispatch was that he was on the scene and was about to examine the car for occupants, noting that the car's window had been smashed. After more than an hour of silence, additional units were sent to the tunnel, where they found Watts had been fatally stabbed near the driver's side of the stranded vehicle. The driver of the vehicle had also been fatally stabbed. The wounds matched those of the other unsolved incidents in the region. Damage to the tunnel wall suggests shots had been fired, although the angle makes it unclear what Watts was aiming at. He was aiming at Spider-Man. 3. Okay. Rumors about the possible serial killer are running rampant throughout the county as police have identified the 3rd victim. There appears to be no direct relationship between the 3 victims. However, all 3 were murdered in the tunnels or underpasses. I'll stay out of those, I guess. And all 3 were fatally stabbed by unknown large object. The first 2 autopsies were also suggested traces of toxic gas in the victim's lungs, which has further baffled law enforcement. Citizens throughout the county are calling the mysterious killer the Tunnel Man. That's probably the password, Tunnel Man. Let me write that down. Come on, pen stopped working. Tunnel, right? Yeah, Tunnel Man. Okay. With theories of the killer's identity ranging from a disgruntled homeless man to a satanic cult. It's always satanic cults with these people. We'll report on the 3rd autopsy as soon as the results are released. In the meantime, all citizens are advised to avoid entering enclosed public spaces alone. Good advice. Alright. A group of 4 criminals robbed at local city bank this week, attempting to use the city's sewer system for a getaway from the police responses. That's stupid. There's a stabber. In a surprising and tragic twist, what stopped the robbers wasn't the police but something else. When one of the robbers was caught escaping, the police searched the sewers and found a shocking sight. 3 of the robbers, along with 4 sewer workers, were found dead. Police have not been able to give much word, but they did mention that the deaths were particularly brutal. So going alone doesn't matter. Okay. A shocking sight was discovered this weekend when construction workers went to check on the progress of repairs in a tunnel. Why are they going in tunnels? Stop it! 3 men were found dead, 2 of whom have been the victims of a cold-blooded murder. There are clear signs of horrific mutilation with a large tool, leaving both traces of blunt trauma and deep stab wounds. Maybe using a pickaxe. Like a pickaxe would work. The 3rd victim, however, found hidden at the entrance of a nearby manhole, showed no such wounds. Thorough inspection led police examiners to believe that his death was related to inhalation of toxic fumes. As of yet, it is still unclear who is behind these terrible deeds, nor where the deadly gas could have originated from. Well, they were in a sewer, aren't they? Or is this just a tunnel? It's just a tunnel. Five. Where's 6? Is this 6? There we go. The Blackstone mines, another tunnel, which were closed back in the 1800s, had been recently reopened, have become the site of horrible tragedy this week. 2 teenagers who have yet to be identified snuck into the mines to engage in vandalism. Are you sure it's vandalism? When one of them was killed, the other was hospitalized with as of yet unknown illness. Probably something to do with gas. Just guessing. Local police are unsure whether the incident was accidental or foul play was involved, but it has been halted the mine's reopening. We might just have to close it up again, the mine supervisor said to us in an interview. Short interview. Panic erupts outside the county sheriff's office as reports of a serial killer in 2 neighboring states have been released. Details of the murder match those of the infamous Tunnel Man, whose reign of terror suddenly ceased 4 months ago. The killer is still at large, although police are suggesting this may be a copycat killer, as at least 2 of the murders happened within minutes of each other despite being over 15 miles apart. Fascinating. The public is demanding that the sheriff increase patrols to ensure public safety. Probably in tunnels, yeah. The sheriff has described the situation as a nightmare for both public safety and our already understaffed police force. Okay, so... Oh, man. It worked, okay. Red Cross. What? Crime photos. Ooh. Red Cross report. Alright. The patient is the sole survivor of a military supply bunker. Identity unknown. The patient is barely coherent and keeps rambling about some accident that seems unrelated to the bunker attack. It is believed that the patient was attacked while in one of the bunker's tunnels and survived by hiding in a locker. Other bodies show blunt trauma and pierced wounds, but the patient is largely without injury. He was initially blamed for the attack until it was found he had inhaled toxic fumes of unknown origin. The patient is afraid of certain sounds and keeps saying to watch for the devil's tunnel. Okay. Requested transport to psychiatric facility and waiting response. Subway report. Okay. Patient is a young woman in her mid-20s who was found just outside the entrance of the new subway construction site. The police informed us that the patient may be the survivor of a mass murder, in which 2 men were killed within the tunnel. Is that mass? Would 2 people... Is that enough for mass murder? Maybe do a double murder? Anyway. The patient was inhaled toxic gas of unknown origin. She is unconscious, but frequently mutters something about not getting too close to a tunnel to hell. Okay. And to keep watching the walls. The initial prognosis is that the side effect of the gas and possible sign of brain damage. Alright. Dr. Matheson says symptoms remind him of the case he had handled back in his army days, but that case had been classified. He said he will reach out to the detective on the case and see if they can get the medical report declassified. How would it be classified? Mine report 1. Patient is a survivor of an attempted homicide at a local abandoned mine. It is believed he and a friend, okay, maybe, whatever, to drink, based on numerous empty bottles found at the entrance. How do you know it was theirs? That's just, and it's alleged, okay? However, the patient shows no sign of intoxication, and blood alcohol levels are normal. See? Jumping to conclusions. The patient has numerous wounds and has inhaled toxic fumes. Well, he wasn't in an abandoned mine, so... He is conscious but delusional, staring at the walls and mumbling that the monster is coming for him. He also has a recurring nightmare about tunnels. I would too. These delusions are likely to a combination of the tunnel, of the attack, and possible brain damage caused by the fumes. They like to bring up brain damage. Similarities to a recent case in a city subway construction zone approximately 30 miles from the mine suggest this may be the work of the same suspect. Robber. Ooh, isn't an arrow? Okay, so it's double then. Okay. Did any of the other ones have doubles? I didn't really look. No. No. Okay, so it's just this one. Weird. Alright. Patient was admitted after being apprehended by the police on suspicion of robbery and mass homicide. Probably killed 2 people. Initial examination showed numerous superficial wounds and lacerations, as well as some bruising and 1 broken bone consistent with blunt force trauma. Gases were detected in the patient's lungs, which may explain his paranoid and incoherent nature. He keeps looking at the walls as if looking for something and muttering, "No tunnel," before looking away. Okay, there's no tunnel. Additionally, the patient has asked about 2 other individuals which the police have identified as among the victims of the sewer, suggesting the patient is unaware of their deaths. Symptoms line up with the other cases in the tri-state area, including what other hospitals have dubbed NDE, Nightmare Tunnel Syndrome. Okay, a seeming variant of the typical tunnels reported in near-death experiences in which the patient believes they have seen through a tunnel into hell, and the devil will come for them through the walls. Is it always hell? I always thought it was like supposed to be like heaven too. I don't know. I don't really keep on that type of stuff. Alright. Attorney notes. Okay, so that went to trial. Defendant was sent to us by the county sheriff's department after having been found in Blackstone Mine. He was suffering from hallucinations of tunnels opening in the walls and was barely coherent. Okay. Doctors found traces of carbon monoxide in his lungs and are having him evaluated for potential brain damage. Defendant is charged with trespassing, destruction of private property, and is a suspect in the death of another trespasser. Okay. Plaintiff suggests willingness to drop charges if investigation proves the murder was a third party, as this incident may have saved the lives of those scheduled to begin work at Blackstone. Nobody's going to buy that last sentence. These stupid tunnel murders have everyone on edge. They just don't want to admit it. Oh well, I'll fix this tomorrow. Wait, is this guy like me? The person, not me, but the guy that wrote this? Is he like a journalist? I wonder. Ooh. Huh. Okay. There's a robber? Oh, that's... Oh. Ow. Okay. I'm sorry, what am I looking at here? Oh, it's a head. Oh my god, it's a head. Okay. I was like, is that a trash can? Well, he's smushed to nothing. Okay. Final preparation. Okay, I've got the gun loaded with plenty of ammo. I also made sure to get new quality batteries for my flashlight. I don't want that guy whose light... I don't want to be that guy whose light dies 2 minutes in. Yeah, it's true. Left the message for Mark to bring his camcorder, but didn't go into detail. The detective can fill him in. Detective. Everything's in place and the safe is secured. So I guess that's it. Anyone reading this, I'll be waiting outside for you to get there. I've come too far to get that stupid horror movie protagonist that gets tricked into his own death. That would be me, isn't it? I'm being tricked into my own death. Alright, message from a PI. I have to be careful since this has officially been deemed a cold case and the evidence has been sealed away. It'll take some planning to gather what you requested, but I'm looking forward to comparing evidence and possibly solving this thing once and for all. There is scheduled maintenance of the records vault in a little over 2 months. That would be the best time for us to meet up. I'll make copies of the case files that I can access while security is disabled, and you bring what you have. Response. We both waited this long. A few more months will be fine. Just know that our friend Tweety isn't going to stop working while we wait. I wonder where Sylvester is. And neither will I. Just in case something happens to me before the meeting, the most important items will be in the safe. Okay. Just find the video I told you about and check the date. Be safe, I'm keeping the tape hidden as well. Check the enclosed photo for a hint. Stay in touch. Sylvester! Okay. Ah, it's in the... Ah, okay, so... The password would be... What? 9... 6... 3... 7... 2... 5. Okay. Reminds me of a password from Amanda. Okay. All right, anything in the trash? No. Did it just sound like going really loud in the background, or is that just music? Oh, there's stuff over here. Map of what looks like a tunnel system. It's a map of the world. It's covered with files, pins, and strings. Signs of a crazy man. Alright, 3 of clubs. Yeah. Boxes full of documents and news articles from the foreign countries. Can't read any of these languages. Nine of spades. Yeah. Oh, anti-rust. This could be useful. Yes, it could. I think you're right. No, turn around. Go out. Oh! There's a deer. Who would have thought in the woods? Seems like the anti-rust is losing it. This is where the... Oh, so it's a completely different combination. 9, 6, 3, 7, 2, 5. Up. 9, 6, 3, 7, 2, 2, 5. What a weird place to hide a VHS. Well, you know, if people come and you have to hurry, you can just light this thing on fire and you're good to go. I better take it. See if it's that important. Yeah, it might be important. Lock the door behind me. The deer might get me. Wait a minute. If there was stuff... Can I... Okay, I wasn't sure if there's... It feels eerie outside. I can't shake the feeling someone's watching me out there. It's a deer. Oh. Wait. Cassette tape filled with bird calls. I didn't know he did bird watching. Weird. Translation books. Quantum theory. Books on poisonous gases. Quite the interesting collection here. Okay. Alright, now let's see what's on this tape. Alright, let's see what's on this tape. Oh, this room brings me back to Amanda. Ooh. That was helpful. June 13th, 1987. When I was born. Six 13, 1987. No. Oh, okay, so it's just the date. You don't need to worry about the month. All right. Newspaper from 1930. Tragedy struck a local mine yesterday when the routine demolition in a gas containment section claimed the life of a colored middle-aged miner. 1930s for you. Investigators revealed that he had not been warned that the demolition was to take place. Figures. The mine was found with his face crushed beneath fallen rocks, and it was thought he may have held the bird's cage in a desperate attempt to shield himself, or save the bird. In a strange turn of events, as men moved to recover the body, it had vanished from the rubble. Company officials emphasized that the blast had been planned for safety and that no other injuries were reported. An investigation into the circumstances of the miner's presence and his mysterious disappearance continues. Okay. Partially redacted police report. Bleh was found deceased in the entrance of Bleh mine. Autopsy shows a combination of toxic fumes and wounds seemingly caused by the equipment inside. Records show that Bleh was a former employee of the mine and had survived the attack on a bunker in World War II, during which he had inhaled a similar gas. Medical reports from the time probably show that he had become obsessed with hallucinations, that tunnels would appear in walls. Well, if you dig them, yeah. He was admitted to a psychiatric ward, but was later released after it was determined his psychosis was likely the result of inhaling the toxic fumes. Bleh left a note stating he was going back to the mine to confront his demon. His daughter immediately reported the note to authorities, leading to the discovery of his body. Ooh. Letters found in research papers. Okay. I've been trying to figure out how the monster I saw is able to do the things he does. I know he gives off poisonous gas, and I know he's much stronger than a normal human. But after all the nightmares about him being able to pass through walls, oh, okay. I decided to see if there was a scientific explanation. After speaking with several physicists about the possibility of instant travel, one of them mentioned a word that made sense. He asked if I was talking about wormholes. It turns out there's this thing in quantum physics based on Schrodinger's equation that works just like a wormhole in science fiction. I don't understand everything he said, but supposedly, a wormhole based on quantum tunneling would allow someone to go from one place to another in an instant. I'll have to go back and ask him more, but I need to be careful. If he knew I was talking about the monster I met in the mines, he probably would have security removed me and warned all his friends, but I think I'm onto something. The detective's going to love this. Journal entry, well, who knows? This may be my final entry. So probably recently, I received a tip that there are lights inside the old Blackstone mine, and someone heard whistling. He could be back. I need to follow up on this elitist ASP as soon as possible. Or he could slip through our fingers. Detective, if you are reading this, come to Blackstone as soon as you can. Be staking out the entrance to verify if our Tweety is really inside. Blackstone mine. What was that doing there? Who's Tweety? Well, it's my best lead. Better take my car there. Okay. Oh, I heard that. You better be waiting at those mines. You heard that twig snap, right? What have you gotten yourself into? I don't know, but hopefully run over what that was. I really hope Sylvester didn't get himself into trouble. Sylvester, seriously? That guy was always a child at heart, although he was different after they found him in some mine. I wonder if it's the same mine. I wonder if he really did the smart thing and waited for backup. Well, we tried our best. He wasn't there. I've come too far to leave now. I've made my choice. Let's just hope it isn't a really stupid one. It is. It's a very stupid one. We don't even know if he's in there. We're going in there by ourselves. He just said hopefully he waits for backup. Damn it. He couldn't wait for me. Maybe he's not in here. He must be deeper in the mine. Sure. Something area. Death area. That crate is huge. You can practically hide inside it. Is that foreshadowing? Looks like the mine was still under construction before they shut it down. I'm gonna get lost. Huh? Was that him? He must be close. Yeah, sure. What a weird clock. What's it doing here? It's moon phases. That is weird. His old generator is empty. But I can't imagine it's still in working condition. It might be. It's basically protected from the elements, so. Okay. Oh, I don't like this. Wait. What's that light over there? I don't know. Let's get help and find out later. Some old rundown minecarts. Oh my god, what the hell happened? I don't know. Let's go get help. Is there a weapon? I don't think it would have gone through this door. How do you know? It's blocked off. Someone could have blocked it. I hear steps behind me. Oh! Fuck! Fine! Mark's body was found a few days later in Blackstone Mine, with no sign of his friend or any clue to his whereabouts. Police have attempted to get in touch with a private investigator that the friend was in contact with, but it was discovered that he was a victim of homicide 2 days earlier in a nearby highway tunnel. case has gone cold. Dude, that was great. Oh, my throat hurts a little bit from talking so much, but that was great. I like that. I mean, what the hell was that? I would love to see more of this, you know, flesh it out a little bit better, but yeah, I love this. I love the game. I love the, you know, the point and click games. I don't see them very often anymore. And this one did it really well. But yeah, check it out for yourself. Down in the description. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. And thank you all for hanging out and watching. And I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you.